This is a reading from REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume Number 1 by REMO Giuffré. It's called Mr. Eternity, Arthur Stace. For the 37 years spanning 1930 to 1967, a man named Arthur Stace walked the streets of Sydney and wrote on them one word, always the same word, in yellow chalk in large, elegant copperplate. The word was eternity. He worked before dawn, alone and in secret, travelling to a different neighbourhood every day. For decades, this design prank mystified the people of Sydney. The scrawls were an enigma. People grew up with them. Columnists wrote about them. Street sweepers swept around them. Artists like the late Martin Sharp were inspired by them. Before his conversion to Christianity in 1930, Arthur was a derelict alcoholic and living on the edge. Then one day at a Baptist church he heard a noted give-'em hell preacher shout to the congregation, "I wish I could shout eternity through the streets of Sydney." He repeated himself and kept shouting, "Eternity! Eternity!" The words rang in Arthur's head as he left the church. He began to cry, bent down, and wrote it for the first time. He knew what he had to do. REMO founder Remo Giuffré remembers coming across Arthur's eternity chalkings from time to time in the Haymarket area of Sydney, and he recalls the aura of mystery that was evoked. Martin Sharp also recalled his first brush with Arthur Stace's eternity. Indeed, Martin incorporated references to Arthur's eternity in a number of works over the years. So when Remo approached Martin with the idea in 1990, it wasn't hard to convince him that he should be the one to create an eternity sign for installation within the then physical Remo General Store in tribute to Arthur Stace. The 5-metre canvas adorned the Remo Crown Street window during November 1990, jogging memories, triggering smiles, stopping traffic, even causing some traffic accidents. Customer souvenirs for the homage included limited edition prints, T-shirts, postcards, etc. Remo was never one to miss a good merchandising opportunity. This was such a happy marriage for all concerned. Aside from Martin's mesmerising image, eternity dovetailed perfectly with one of Remo's primary merchandising philosophies, anti-disposability, that is, buy it once and own it forever, and a belief in the universal importance and value of commitment, perseverance, and most of all, passion. Quoting Roy Williams and Elizabeth Myers from their book Mr. Eternity from 2017, Remo Giuffré was the man most responsible for rekindling interest in Arthur Stace. Credit accepted. Awareness of eternity has continued to increase since the turn of the century. As a tribute to Arthur's legacy, the Sydney Harbour Bridge was lit up with the word eternity as part of the celebrations for the 2000 New Year's Eve celebrations, as well as being featured as part of the Sydney 2000 Olympic Games opening ceremony. Both very special moments. This chapter features in REMORANDOM Everything Interesting Volume 1 by Remo Giuffré. This series of books is available at remorandom.com.